and today I'm here to react to episode 8 of The Wilds. I am getting towards the end of this season. I'm so glad it's already been renewed for a season 2 because I feel like that makes me a lot less stressed about it not getting renewed, you know, and things ending on cliffhangers and then them not getting resolved. Like, I think that is one of the things that makes me put off finishing a show when I don't know if there's gonna be a second season, and I anticipate there being a lot of cliffhangers, and I definitely think there's gonna be some big cliffhangers in this one. So I'm super glad there's gonna be a season 2, even though who knows when it is going to be able to be filmed and come out because of all the pandemic stuff. So I'm just excited. This is Shelby's episode, and Shelby, as we saw in the last episode, is kind of going through I don't know, a mental breakdown in some facets. Like, she's the only one that's not excited when they saw the plane to leave, I think, because she's not excited to get back to what her life was like before. Obviously excited to get off a deserted island, but just like she has to go back to being who she doesn't feel is authentically herself. That's our girl. That's our girl. They all look at her. I also love that outfit, and that coat, like I said, I have one like it, so it's always one of my favorite, but with the headband and everything, oh, beautiful. Trending. I love her. They're so hopeful now that, like, they know rescue. I mean, it's not coming. We know it's not coming because there's no way they're going to let them get rescued before they say it. But it's funny to see, like, how excited they all are. And also sad because we know that's not coming. Oh, look, Tony's the only one noticing that Shelby's not, like, happy. Oh, gosh. I cannot stand this guy. This guy, the other guy, I think his name is Young. He seems like he actually has a heart. The other one just seems like a manipulative sociopath. Oh, no. That's Shelby? What happened to her? Thanks. See, he's still awful for being a part of this, but, like, he at least seems to have some sort of conscience. So maybe, like, in future episodes or, like, seasons, he'll help them escape or something. Oh. Oh, the way she said that sounds so sketchy. Hi there. Especially because, like, we saw that she's not happy right now, so how did she get to here? Oh, no. How many did she eat? Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. No, I feel like maybe one person shouldn't, because, like, on a deserted island with animals that might attack you, I don't want to be high. I feel like Shelby didn't, but I don't think Shelby's in a good state of mind right now either. They are teenagers, though, you know? They're gonna make some mistakes. They've done pretty well so far. Oh, is this like some fucked up conversion therapy or something? He just threw the bowl out? What the fudge? So he's a asshole. I mean, we kind of knew that before, but asshole. I always think it's so scary too, like, if someone's just mean, like, you kind of know what to expect from them. I think the thing that's scarier is, like, someone like him where, like, they can be nice and dancing and then turn it on a dime. Because it's like your mind and your body don't know how to react to that when you can't anticipate what someone's going to be like, you know? So I feel like that's why it's almost like those, like, the charismatic villains are always the scariest ones because you never know what you're going to get from them. Huh. Interesting. So wouldn't you also say that Kyle is gay because that's just the way he was born, and yet that is something that needs to be changed and fixed? Like, the mental gymnastics these people do to, like, hate, but, like, be like, we're not hating is... Oof. Is she gonna break her teeth? I didn't see if she had her teeth when she was talking to the, I almost call them detectives, but they're not. That is a trip this episode. She's just like, we're leaving. Aww. That would be amazing. I love them. Love them, love them, love them. I always feel bad with scenes like this when, like, there's one character that's not participating because it's like, this looks so fun to film, and it's like their actor also didn't get to participate in it because of the character not being there. I do love when, like, the guy tries to psychoanalyze them and they're just like, or we were just feeling it. Like, I feel like next, or maybe like the end of the season, but I feel like next season more is probably when they're gonna start to figure this stuff out, and I feel like it's gonna be so awesome when they start to like manipulate the researchers and stuff, because you know all Gretchen and that guy, I don't know what Young wants out of it, but the other psychologist, like all they want out of it is answers. So like if you don't give them those answers, or if you give them bullshit answers, like you can be in control of them and manipulate them. Hey, way to not victim shame, Shelby. I'm proud of you. I feel like her dad would have been like, you should have known better. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Oh, I love these girls, but like I said, I feel bad that I don't think Becca's gonna make it. She, I feel like, is going through her own like mental breakdown like Leah was. Like she's losing her grip on reality. Oh my gosh, she would never tell her. Look at her eyes are even glassy and red. They did a good job. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. See where this is like there's like no real like you can't give her an answer she likes because it's like she doesn't know what she wants. I mean, it's a full on like cognitive dissonance, you know, like people's minds break from that if they can't figure out defense mechanisms to help them like reconcile the two images. She's been raised her whole life thinking this is wrong and a sin and that these people are literally damned, and now she's trying to reconcile like being this is who I am and it's not a bad thing. Aww. Oh shite. Did he see any of that? No, I think she means every single girl because every single girl goes through that. The teeth, look at her. She's not even ashamed of it anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like, after you go through all that, you should just be like, these are my teeth. No, I just look at you like an asshole. But you would be choosing to make her like this kind of mental gymnastics eats up at me because it's like there are people out there who lose their children, who don't have a say in getting to raise their children or to see their children live and get married and be happy, and you are choosing to distance yourself and cut your child off because of who they love and the fact that you can't reconcile with that, and it's like you're doing them some great favor by trying to warn them away from it. Like that disgusts me. That disgusts me when you think of all the people who wish their kids were here. Oh, this dude really does suck. You know, I felt bad when they were picking on him, but the mistakes this man makes is just one after the other. Thank goodness she is, I mean, not good for them, but good for, like, Gretchen and all of them that, like, I can tell they're just gonna think she was, like, tripping. How did it get back there, though? Aren't they gonna wonder that? Like, it washed away. Oh, Leah's outfit is really cute, too, I just saw it for the first time. Okay, yeah, I'm like, how did it end up here? I think once she, like, comes off of this, she's gonna be more suspicious of that again. Because that's really, really weird. No. Don't go down this road, please. Oh my gosh. After I was just complimenting her and not victim shaming. This is what I mean of like the two sides of her. Like her initial reaction was like, obviously it's not her fault. This is like the indoctrined side of her that's like, it's your fault. Like you did this. I feel so like you know what's coming, and I feel so bad. Oh, Tony's still the one checking on her. It's so cute. I don't know how. I mean, again, they're all high, so maybe that's how they're not noticing. But like, she's clearly not good. Oh gosh, this is giving me bad memories of. I used to have like super long hair when I was little, and like the way it would just get tangled all the time. Oh no. Yeah, she definitely has some type of mental illness too, or at least like needs therapy. Oh my gosh, she's gonna cut it? She said I don't want it, but I think she's talking about like her hair too. It's like a symbol of like what she used to be, you know, like a beauty queen, all American, like good girl. I think she's cutting it because she's like, it's like, I don't mean to like be casual and like reply to something in real life. Like, I'm not trying to diminish that, but I'm just saying, like, when Britney Spears shaved her head, like, you completely understand why when all she was going through. And her hair represented like her beauty and like what the media and everyone cared about. So it was like for her to shave it off was kind of being like, you know, getting some control. Like, I don't care about this anymore. And I feel like that's where Shelby is right now. Oh my god. And the last thing she ever said to her was like those terrible, terrible things that she didn't really mean. What? They said it was going to be super painful for her and like it might mess up her teeth permanently. Is this his way of punishing her? Like, he's like, you'll get what you want, but it's going to be painful? Ugh, he's such a jerk. What unfortunate incidences. What are they talking about? Oh, Rachel lost her arm. I completely forgot about that. That still has to happen. I love it. Asshole. Oh, she gets it. This is what I was saying when they start to like manipulate them. Like, they can play the game. I love it. She's like, okay, cool. Like, take away the one thing you have. Oh, Leah. Does she know something happened with her? That's what I've been saying. Like, it is. I like that, like, it's showing that it's not just one girl that's going through it, because that's the way it is, you know? It's not just like one random person is going to have this. Like, there's so many people who suffer from mental illness, who suffer from breakdowns, and, like, they're showing different people having different reactions to different times. Like, you couldn't have done Shelby's episode when Leah's was, because this is Shelby hitting her breaking point. See, I feel like Leah kind of had already hit her mental breakdown before being on this island, so that's why her episode was the first one. But then, like, Shelby's, like, just the plotting amazes me. Like, it just amazes me the way they, like, differentiated the girls out. So it's like, you can't do Shelby's episode at episode 2 and, like, still get the same stuff, because her stuff that really happened is this episode, this day. Like, the plotting to me is just amazing. I do feel like they could be really good friends. Jeez, I used to hate Leah, like, really did not like her, and just the way she's written, and then also I think you have to give so much credit to the actress too, has just, I love her now. Like, you would have to rip her away from me. Like, just, it's amazing. It's really a testament, I think, both to, like, the writing of the character, but then also, like I said, the actress does such a phenomenal job. Like, she could have easily, in someone who didn't fully understand the character, just been, like, this, like, kind of person that no one roots for. Oh gosh, you couldn't get her a wheelchair? All the money you have? I'm just thinking how bad that chafing is. Oh, Leah. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I hope all the girls get to reunite by the end of the season, but I don't think that might be. Oh, what's that? How did they not see that? She's like pulling down her shirt. What's it say? I have to give them so much credit for that episode because I feel like in portraying like self-harm and suicide, I feel like there's a lot of discussion of like what is an appropriate way to do it, and I think they did it perfectly. Like, they did the trigger warning so you knew that it was going to be in this episode, and then you could also, based on like context clues and like who we know, I think figure out who it was going to be, so you could choose for yourself to skip those scenes if you wanted to. And then I think the biggest thing, most important thing, is we did not actually see it, we just heard about it. I think that's so important because I remember when 13 Reasons Why came out, that was a big discussion about how like the most harmful part of like when shows like talk about suicide and stuff is like actually showing it. So I feel like I really appreciate that they made that conscious decision to not show it and just talk about it. Like, it easily could have been so dramatic if they had like Shelby find Becca, and I think like a lesser show that didn't understand kind of the dynamics would have done that, but I think they were very respectful of their audience and to the story, being like, you don't need to see that to have the impact. Like, the impact is still there. It just turns into something harmful if you take it any farther. So I give them a lot of props for that because I feel like it shows that they truly do understand kind of the nuances of what they're portraying in like mental illness and stuff like that. And overall, I think this episode was just very, very good. It was very different, and I think seeing Shelby kind of breaking down is hard to watch because she's been so optimistic for so long, and I think it's kind of that similar thing of like when you are with like a parent and they're freaking out, and how it's like this is supposed to be like the Rock, the person that we've looked for as like understands it and kind of has a positive outlook. And if they're freaking out, like, what am I supposed to do? Because like they're the one that I look to. So I think it's gonna be interesting for the next 2 episodes how this dynamic changes, and definitely what she gave Leah. I want to see what that note says, because it seems like Shelby, more so than anyone, is on to what's happening, because just the way she was saying, like, I'm not talking, like, you guys are so excited to hear what I say, like, I don't think a normal investigator would be so excited for that. Like, I think they would just like want to hear for like the purposes of it, but I think Shelby's figured out that there is also more going on to this, so we'll see. But if you have seen this episode, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down in the comments. Also, make sure this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!